What the fuck is up with 18 to 25-year-olds right now, you guys?
As a 24-year-old, I can only speak from my experience, so bear with me here. I'm going to start with social media because from as far as I can remember, social media was a huge part of my life. I remember having an assembly in about 5th or 6th grade on cyberbullying, but that was just the trailer, maybe 2 seconds of the trailer for what was to come. During the years when we were figuring ourselves out, we did that in front of the world. And instead of having people just make fun of us at school, we had the whole world doing so. And personally, I feel the parents of Gen Zers weren't fully prepared for that conversation. I know my parents would say, oh, don't listen to them, don't give into it. But let's be real, it's not easy to overlook the negative comments. Also, growing up in this generation, people will make fake pages about you, talk about you on multiple platforms, and you won't even know about it. I believe the majority of the generation struggles with ADHDs because these phones have apps that are designed to keep us hooked and addicted. We were told in school to prepare for high school, to prepare for college, to prepare for the real world. Meanwhile, that preparation wasn't really preparation at all. And if it was preparation, it did very little to help us navigate in today's world. The education that we learned, we come to find out that that is actually false. And so we have the perspective from the rest of the world, and now we find ourselves questioning what actually happened. We grow up experiencing mass shootings going to school. So yeah, that messes with our mental health. Also, tuition for college is at an all-time high, and we're expected to get our degrees so that we could find a job that best suits our needs for the rest of our lives. A lot of us don't even want to work a 40-hour work week, let alone work 40 to 50 years in a job that we may not like a year from now. We're expected to pay all this tuition that is hundreds of thousands of dollars, which places us into debt. And then when we get out of college, we're not guaranteed a job because we need experience, but no one wants to give us that experience. So now we're left to find ways to make money, so insert the internet here. Now we're playing the game of how many followers do you have? How many views can you get? What's your commentary like? And we find ourselves having to shape our personality for the consumer, for people to like us. And if it's not right, that could potentially hold us back from earning an income. We are a generation that thinks egoic candidness is authenticity. And because we grew up with social media, our attention spans are shortening. This is part of the reason why things can come today and be gone the next. It's very hard for longevity nowadays. It's because if in the case that somebody does something that they don't like, we can find a carbon copy of that same person on somebody else's platform, on somebody else's page. We're expected to know everybody's pronouns and how they identify. Meanwhile, we're still trying to figure out how we identify within ourselves. Then to top it all off, when we observe the toxic behaviors in our family and we speak up on it, then we're told that we're being too toxic and we're too difficult and we become the black sheeps. But we're doing fantastic.